This is the Weather Xtreme video for Monday, July the 12th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and thanks for tuning in. And we certainly have an interesting setup today. Here's the Skycam network, and there's one of my favorite shots, Mount Cheaha, and certainly got some high cirrus clouds visible from that particular view. Clouds are a little bit lower as we look out from the Trussville camera. And certainly it looks like a mostly cloudy morning there, and mostly cloudy on the river down at Demopolis. The river looking rather flat and placid, but as far as the clouds, it looks like we do have some. And certainly on the satellite image, we can see that there's an interesting pattern going on here. First of all, there's fronts and boundaries everywhere, so kind of hard to draw them all in, and sometimes they're rather subtle, so kind of hard to find them. It does look like in the upper atmosphere that perhaps the troughiness that is moving through the flow is a little bit more intense or a little deeper than what the GFS has been forecasting, and that could mean a little bit better chance for showers and thunderstorms today, especially north of Birmingham. Temperatures across the country remain rather hot as we see the 6 a.m. temperatures, 90s in the southwest, and certainly a large area of 60s and 70s, all that yellow across the country. And a little bit warmer across central Alabama this morning at 6 a.m. Birmingham reporting 80 degrees, and that's just not good. Don't like to see those kind of really warm temperatures at this time of the morning. On the radar imagery this morning, we've been watching since last night some really strong mesoscale convective complexes coming through Tennessee, West Tennessee, and the northern portion of Arkansas. And indeed, there are some flash flood watches out in Arkansas and a lot of flash flood warnings as well, those little darker green in there. So that particular MCS has been laying down quite a bit of rain, and the QPF suggests that we're going to see over the next 5 days, the bulk of it coming in the next couple of days, on the order of 2 to 3 inches for a large portion of Arkansas and Tennessee, and it looks like that kind of weak boundary is going to stay in that particular location. The Storm Prediction Center outlooking a slight risk of severe over Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Kansas primarily, and then on day 2, the area shifts a little bit more to the north as we see the slight risk over a large part of the Dakotas and Minnesota. But we also see text, and so there is a possibility for isolated strong thunderstorms for day 2. Tropics are quiet. So no signs of any development right there. All right, here's the 060 GFS model run, and here's the big question. What is the MCC or MCS mesoscale convective complex? What is that going to do to our weather? And the question is, it's going to lay down boundaries. I mean, that's a statement right there. It's going to lay down some boundaries, so could we see some enhanced convective possibilities? Yes. It would appear that all the indicators that I see, it looks like the primary movement of that whole area is to the east, although it has dropped a little bit to the southeast, just a bit from time to time. So the thing is, we just need to watch that, and we may see, especially from about Birmingham northward, we may see much better chances and higher coverage for showers than we will, say, from about Clanton southward. On the upper air chart for Tuesday, tomorrow, we see that trough moving through, so it looks like our rain chances stay fairly high, especially across the northern third of the state of Alabama for tomorrow as well. Then on Wednesday, the upper ridge, as we were talking about yesterday, builds back in, and that should actually kind of suppress convection once again. We'll still see more the isolated, maybe to scattered kind of afternoon and early evening convection. The ridge stays really tough on Thursday, and so we see it building back in. And once again, I think I mentioned yesterday, from coast to coast, and there it is, coast to coast. It shows signs of a little weakness in the middle on Friday, and so that may mean slightly enhanced chances for showers, but it's hard to pick out from one day to the next. And the same for Saturday. The ridge seems to have broken down in the middle as we're getting a little bit of a shortwave trough moving through Iowa, and that could help to increase our shower chances just a little bit on Saturday. Sunday, the ridge is building a little stronger across the southeastern U.S., and that, again, may keep showers down just a little bit. And finally, in the 7 days, the ridge once again becomes strong. And as you might imagine, the GFS is suggesting a strong ridge on the 22nd. This is out into voodoo country, but it's suggesting a really strong ridge covering nearly 80% of the United States. And then on the end of the period, the 27th, there's the ridge all the way up to Canada, the 594 heat bubble up there. But a bit of a trough cooling off the eastern U.S., especially the mid-Atlantic states and New England. So some changes coming about there, but certainly for much of the country, the heat and the shower possibilities remain. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Weather Xtreme video. May have a problem doing one tomorrow morning simply because I'm working at the polls and we have to be there so early. So try to at least post some notes. In the meantime, I hope that you have a great day and Godspeed.